Philippines, ang pag-alis at hindi pag-alis ni dating Pangulong Gloria Macapagal-Arroyo. Ano na nga ba ang nangyayari? It's so convoluted right now because everyone wants to give their own opinion. And the good senator here, Honorable Senator Coco Pimentel, is not just, he's helping us break this news down, but it's not just that. He's not just an outsider looking in because he's actually a part of this whole thing, Senator. Yes. You were the complainant.
I am the complainant against the former first couple for electoral sabotage.
Yes.
Because of the testimony against them. This concerns the 2007 elections.
Right.
Where
in which you were victimized.
I was the victim because, you know, I was not immediately proclaimed, and I was just proclaimed August 11, 2011. So right. I have now a very short term of 1 year and 10 months.
And it had to take one senator to step down.
Yes.
It had to take former senator.
The person proclaimed to step down, and for the tribunal to proclaim me. Right. That was not automatic, you know. So
that must have been stressful for you.
Yes.
Frustrating.
Yes, frustrating, disappointing.
And I'm sure that what's happening right now is also frustrating to the first couple. Allegedly, former President Gloria Macapagal-Arroyo is sick. And she needs attention from specialists abroad.
But just like me, I followed the process, okay? And it took me 4 years and 2 months to achieve justice in my case. So they should also follow the process. So they should go to the Supreme Court, get this TRO, and if they have the TRO, it's not automatic. There is an administrative process or procedure to follow also. They must, with the TRO, they must go to the Department of Justice and then get an order. I think that's called an allow departure order.
So you just want them to follow the order, but then at the same time, the bottom line is restricting somebody from traveling outside of the country. Some people are saying that it's violating a person's fundamental right.
That is now the issue in the petition they filed before the Supreme Court. So, and then, of course, although the Supreme Court issued the TRO, the process says that the Department of Justice can also file a motion for reconsideration. So everybody is following a process, and we just have to be patient and wait for the result of all of these filings and all of these processes.
Right. So you contend that everything is okay with you just as long as they follow the process.
Yes, but of course. But if my advocacy is not to allow them to leave, because Secretary of Justice De Lima is right. They have 5 countries in their minds, and then when I read the online news, they had 5 airline tickets booked. So where are they going? Don't they know where they're going? Is the plan just to leave the country? If that is the plan, just to leave the country, that's an abuse of the rights.
And the countries that they want to go to are countries that don't have
extradition treaties with us. So I think the Secretary of Justice has legal and factual basis not to allow them to leave.
Okay. All right. But then I guess I posed this question earlier. What does this say about Philippine politics? Because we've seen this time and again. We've filed charges, but no one has really been held accountable. Wala sa mga big wigs yung mga naging held accountable for this. And hindi tayo nakakakuha from them. The Marcoses, for instance, we got some, but not a lot of what allegedly they stole from the country. And that is why the country is, you know...
we are a highly legalistic society. So if you take a look, we follow our laws and our rules, and we litigate. We fight over the right to travel. We fight over a TRO, the meaning of a TRO.
So what happens? I mean, and what should happen moving forward? We're going to be talking about that when we return on the show. Don't go away.